very famous story, you must have all heard it, was a little boy, like almost a toddler, maybe just a bit more than a toddler, maybe 5, 6 years old. And Ma Yashoda would always get his complaints that he steals the butter, and the gopis would say, we are okay that he is taking all this butter, but he distributes it to the monkeys and other creatures and all the other gopals. If he just came on his own and ate a little, we wouldn't have so much of an issue. But he is always giving it to everybody else and totally ruins our whole day's labor. We milk the cows and churn the butter and save it, but we come home to find broken pots. And that's the thing, he doesn't stop there, he breaks our pots. So, as a mother would always protect her child, Ma Yashoda would always refuse to believe those stories. She said, not possible, not possible. My Kana cannot do that. It's just not possible. That's not him. We are rich. We are well off. He can eat butter, all the butter he likes at home. But that was, of course, Krishna's way of delivering everybody around, taking on their karma and partaking of the food, of the things they would make so laboriously. That was his way of showing love. And it so happened one day, Ma Yashoda thought, I have to see if it's actually true. If so many people are saying it, maybe I should see it for myself. And she was churning butter. She churned butter, she put it in a pot, and then she went inside. So the milk was also on the boil, on the pot inside. And when she came out, the pot was broken. There was butter all over Krishna's mouth, and there was monkeys jumping about from the nearest trees, and Mother Ma Yashoda was absolutely beside herself. And she said, so they were saying the truth all this long, and I did not believe them, but this cannot go on, Krishna. I have to punish you. So Krishna started running around the backyard, and Ma Yashoda is running after him. And when she almost came to a point where she broke down into tears, Krishna just stopped. Because Ma Yashoda was wiping her forehead and said, I cannot get hold of this guy. So Krishna agreed to be grabbed. But she was really now angry by that time, because she's had enough, according to her. And she said, not anymore. This is not done. I'm going to tie you with a rope with a mortar. You know the pestle and the mortar? So that's the big thing where they grind things. So she got rope, a piece of rope. And when she tried to bind him, the rope fell short by a couple of finger lengths. And then she said, but today I'm not going to leave you. No tricks will work. She got some more rope, but that rope also proved shorter, and got more, and that proved shorter. But Mother Yashoda said, doesn't matter who you are, and doesn't matter what they think of you. Today, you must be punished. You cannot go on doing like this. You cannot go out and steal people's butter and break their pots. This is not done. So she wouldn't agree. Eventually, Krishna agreed to be bound, as it's written in Bhagavatam as well. So he let her tie him to the mortar. And she said, all day now today, you're going to sit here and reflect on what you've done and promise me that you won't do it ever again. And Krishna kept babbling and smiling as if he didn't know what she was talking about, and kept saying, but what did I do? But what did I do? I did nothing. What did I do? She went, she said, you're going to sit here, and I'm not going to sit next to you and placate you or pacify you. You can do whatever you like. And she went inside and went about her work. But some 20 minutes later, her heart was pounding, and she thought, oh my God, I left my Krishna out in the backyard. There are monkeys and so on. Anybody could harm. There could be a snake. There could be a mongoose. There could be anything. And how could I be so cruel? So mother's standard guilt overpowered her big time. So she came running, but what she saw was that Krishna was stuck between two trees. And there were two trees in the backyard. He was stuck, and the motor was stuck in those trees, and Krishna's crawling. And just when Maya Yashoda is like at the doorstep about to enter, Krishna gave a little tug, and the trees came crashing down. And Maya Yashoda's heart came in her mouth. These trees could have fallen on Krishna. She thought, I didn't realize the trees were so old, so hollow. But as it says in Bhagavatam, those trees were actually some celestial beings who had been cursed, and Krishna had promised them, Lord Vishnu, that when I will come in my Krishna avatara, I will relieve you and I will liberate you. So that was what Krishna was doing. So he's called Damodara. Dama means rope, and Udara means belly. The one who agreed to be tied by a rope around his belly. And he's called Damodara for that reason. And what's really most beautiful is the one who cannot be bound, the one who's Anant, infinite, agrees to be bound out of love. As a toddler, from his own mother or from his own devotees, from anybody who looks up to him, a Sharanagati, somebody who comes in his refuge.